Hello. This is the Moon Pod, and I haven't actually said in quite some time until yesterday. But I have another dream episode. It's been a couple of weeks, and it's about time I share another dream because I have some listed out on the Notes app. I've had it for several months now, and I figured let's share another one. The background for this one is different. Jacob found this one extremely funny because I told it to him at class back in September 2019, which is when this happened. It was September 2019, and I remember I told him, and he found it really funny, and to the point where he really started laughing towards the end of it, and our teacher, Miss Carey, sent him out of the building for a few minutes outside to get it out. I wasn't sent out, but she was still kind of derogatory towards me, like, what's so funny? We were just laughing about it for probably several hours. This is more of a journey dream, so get ready. It starts out with me riding my electric dirt bike at dusk. It was like probably 8 o'clock for some reason, and the sun was setting, and this was in the Kure Beach. This was towards the Kure Beach setting, and this was like a park called Joe Eakes Park right behind our house, like 2 blocks away. And I was riding in it towards the outdoor basketball court when I hit one of the barriers for like a plant or a sign, and my bike goes flying up into like non-existence. I don't even know where it went to this day, or where it went, or like what it was like, but that was the least of my worries because I landed on cacti. Oh my gosh, it was like the smaller cacti, but it had like the big pricks in it. Oh, and then if that wasn't bad enough, when I stood up and started plucking them out, there were ants all over me. I landed in a fire ant hill with cactuses around. That is so terrible. Once again, my bike flew off in the distance, and I didn't have anywhere to go, so I think I started running. And then it kind of cuts, or it just goes to an entire different scene. And it's me on an oceanfront house with a random lady cowered in the corner of the front deck of the house. So like you have the driveway on the other side with the garages, front door. On the other side facing the beach, there's the deck. There was probably tropical storm, hurricane, tropical depression coming through. I don't know of any tropical storms coming through the area in September 2019. There was Dorian, but maybe Humberto or Aaron or I don't know, Jerry, Karen, Lorenzo. Anyway, she was not having it. The winds were battering up against the house to the point where water started flooding on the wooded deck. Even though there was wood cracks, there was still water sloshing around, and then it started sloshing around inside too. And like I said, nope, I'm out. I jump out this window, and I think it was on the 2nd story. And suddenly everything's perfectly fine once I jump out and I jump into a neighborhood. Suddenly I have like a hunter's guide or itinerary with me, and I went on a mission, and I was trying to find my teacher, Mr. Steve's house. I knocked on several doors, just like, hey, excuse me. And then I finally found him, so mission accomplished, I guess. And after that, that was so random. I look to the left, and I see a guy on a skateboard with a dog on a leash in his hand. Then the guy had a water bottle in his hand. The dog took his water bottle, ran away, and I remember seeing the guy collapse to the ground on his knees going, "No, please, no!" And yeah, Jacob absolutely lost it at that point when I told him that specific part. There's an actual clip of it somewhere that I saw on Instagram of what this clip was from, where the guy was on his knees going, "No, please, no!" The meme was when you give your dog a piece of chocolate. And then it cuts to an autopsy of this guy. And I remember seeing up on like some sort of screen, it said the cause of death was exhaustion. So, this is gonna be hard to recap. Once again, that's where the dream ends, or that's where I can't remember anything else. So, quick recap. I was journeying on my dirt bike before hitting a plant barrier. Dirt bike flies into the sky, the horizon. I don't know where it is or if it's survived, but I landed in cactuses and ants and ant hills, and then it cuts to me on the front deck of a tropical storm at a beach house with a lady there as well, and I jump out the second window. Then I'm suddenly trying to find my teacher, Mr. Steve's house, and knocking on doors before looking to the left and seeing a man on his skateboard with a dog he's walking. The dog grabs a water bottle out of his hands with his mouth, runs off, and the guy slowly collapses to the ground on his knees, going, "No, please, no." And then autopsy showed he died from exhaustion within 10 seconds. Logical. Anyway, that was such an interesting dream. That's probably the #1 dream we'll remember. I really don't know what to title this video. It's probably going to be like Kiger's Kure journey, because this all happened in the city of Kure Beach, which is where I lived at the time. Super interesting, but in some ways I want to think about it, some ways I don't. Me and Jacob still reference it sometimes to this day, especially the no please part. So, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to show you a clip of what I'm talking about, where I got that idea from.
Please! Please! No!
Okay. You saw that, right? It was probably from a movie or a TV show or a documentary. That about sums things up. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to wrap it up here. Oh, that was so comfy, I don't want to get up.